Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on? How are you guys doing out there today, man? It's been a while since we live stream. Yes, it's been while since we live stream here on this channel right here. But have to say, man, you know what I'm saying? We are back on it right now, man. Today what we're gonna be doing is checking out Loopmix from Audiomodern. This particular plugin was all over the internet the last 2-3 weeks for as it being on sale, and I was like, what is all the hype about? So decided to purchase it, pick it up, and we're gonna check it out tonight and see what it is, see what it do. We're not gonna go too in depth with it. We're gonna be kind of like playing around with it more than explaining what it is, because I'm still learning it myself. And just kind of playing around with it. So far, it's a pretty cool tool. It's nothing to jump hoops over or whatnot. It has its purposes. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of balanced. You know what I'm saying? You got some cons and you got some pros about it. But it's just another great tool you can have in your arsenal if you're a music producer and stuff like that, especially if you like messing with samples, especially like on around the same, you know what I'm saying, play point, if that makes any sense, or whatnot. So we'll be checking that out or whatnot. But you know what I'm saying, to all my people out there, viewers, subscribers, people that like, comment, and also, you know what I'm saying, just view, come across or whatnot, man, I just want to say thank you for, you know what I'm saying, stopping by the channel, whether it be on the live stream recaps, playback, or even live right here, right now. If you're rewinding it and checking it out from the beginning of this particular video, I just want to say thank you, man. And I hope you had a good holiday, and also I hope you have a great end of the year journey as well and stuff like that, man. So you know what I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, let's get it into this, you know what I'm saying, video of Loopmix from Audiomodern. Brand new plugin, came out about a month ago or something like that. So we're gonna definitely demo that and check it out, man. Let's go ahead and hop into Ableton Live, man, and get in here and check out Loopmix. And let me change my orientation. The screen right here. All right, cool, man. So let's go ahead and flip some things around on this layout. That way y'all guys can check out the full get up a Loopmix. All right, so we got Loopmix up right here, man. You know what I'm saying, nice little color scheme and everything like that. It's a big layout for a plugin, but what you have to do is just basically resize it. You have a resize tool down here, so you can resize that bad boy up or down at your particular leisure or whatnot, man. You can see as I accidentally hit play, you have a marker that goes across right here, or a play cursor that goes across. Now this play cursor is in repeat mode, okay? And you're looking at it like, okay, I got 4 beat segments or whatnot, or 4 bars, and you know what I'm saying, 16 beats. All right, so that's basically how it's set up. The biggest con about this plugin, the biggest in my opinion, now there's a lot of people made their videos and stuff like that, but my biggest con about this particular plugin is this. You know what I'm saying, when you load a loop more than 4 bars into Loopmix, it doesn't show you like a continuous scroll, if that makes any sense, for the play cursor. So whole time you don't even know that the audio file is on the next 4 bars, if that makes any sense. So you can have an 8-bar loop, for example. You can load it into slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. But when it goes after the 4th bar, the audio is just gonna kind of like change. But there's no indication on this big old window right here to letting you know that you're on the 5th, 6th, 7th, or the 8th bar. That's my biggest complaint, con, and gripe about this plugin. Overall, I mean, it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? That's my only biggest gripe. They need to change that in the update big time. So Audiomodern, you know what I'm saying, I know y'all probably going back to work after the holidays, checking out YouTube reviews, getting some analytical data. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you need to fix that. That's a big update. You need to have a auto scroll function when it goes past this little section right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here at the end of this little bit right here on the right hand side. You need to have some type of indication letting you know that, okay, you still have another 8 bars, 6 bars, 16 bars of this particular loop that you loaded in. That way you can kind of keep track of what you're doing or whatnot. And the other thing is, and I'm gonna show you in the demo, okay, the other thing is that when you make a change, let's say here on this particular section right here, it carries over into the next let's say 5, 6, 7th bar right here. So the 7th bar on the 4th beat, the same effect that you do on, let's say, the 3rd bar 4th beat is gonna resonate on the 7th 4th beat. I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? So if I want to change it up, you know what I'm saying, I just gotta know that this little section is gonna carry over on the next section, if that makes any sense. But I'll show you guys. And it's annoying because you will find a good groove in the first 4 bars, and then the next 4 bars, or 5, 6, 7, and 8, yeah, it kind of messes up everything. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about. But other than that, though, like I said, man, Loopmix it's pretty cool, man. Is it worth the $50 on sale? I don't know, bro. They could drop it down about another 25. Nah, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They could drop it another 10, 15. You know what I'm saying? But some of the major changes they need to make, yeah, I don't think it's up there. But I understand we in inflation. You feel me? All right, cool deal, man. So let me go ahead and kill this hip hop music we got in the background, man, and let's get busy right here. Let's go back to that thumbnail view there. All right, cool deal. So basically this bad boy, just to give you a general outlook and layout of this particular plugin. You got 2 modes. You can go in keyboard mode, or you can go in play mode. And I call it play mode, but basically when you hit play in your sequencer, it will play whatever you load up in there. Vice versa, if you go into keyboard mode, you will be playing the loops, triggering the loops, you know what I'm saying, via the keyboard or your MIDI controller. All right. You have a little small basic mixer, you know what I'm saying, nothing fancy. You can't load no plugins in here, nothing like that. Just basically volume up or down, mute and solo. That's basically it on that right there. Let's go ahead and hit stop. This button right here is just basically kind of like a randomized type of button. Basically it'll give you different type of you know what I'm saying, functions that you can control with your loops or whatnot. If you hear a little boy in the background, that's my noisy ass son in the background. All right, I apologize. All right, but you can hit this button and you can just get all different type of effects, and you can see the color coordination for as what's being affected and everything like that. These are 2 different type of randomized effects here, and whatnot. To be honest with you, this little 3 dots is kind of like it's gonna randomize it in the different sections. So basically your slots, 1 through 6 slots, or whatnot. And this number right here it's kind of like let's say for instance, it's kind of like a freeze function, if that makes any sense. Or whatnot. And then you have a repeat function as well. Okay. But I never kind of went on the randomization part of it when I was playing around with it, just due to I just wanted to do my own thing on that. Now you can get rid of these effects that's already pre-mapped in here and ready to go by just right clicking on it and just holding your right click down and just dragging your mouse cursor over that as well. Now the effects that you have is basically sequencer. You can kind of take out what you don't want in the loop. Rearrange can definitely rearrange this loop, so you could take certain sections that you see, like 16 and 4, and you can kind of switch those around and stuff like that. I like that function. It's pretty cool. Reverse is basically going to reverse the whatever is audio loop in this block. It's going to reverse it. Density is going to kind of like, it's kind of weird. It's going to kind of like do like a repeat type of situation, or whatnot. And you can see you can get up to I think it's 8 and then another 16 different type of note repeats on that one particular section. You can change the value somewhere up in here or whatnot. Now, I'm still learning this plugin, so if I sound like I'm a little off, you got to forgive your boy, man. We just looping. That's all we doing. We just looping. I'm just still learning the plugin. But I just thought it was real cool to, share my learning with you guys. The volume, of course, you can change the volume on certain sections, and also the pitch. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different effects you can have fun with your loops in here. And of course, when you're playing, you can kind of change your chords, how you're playing, whatever you're playing, if you load up a one shot in there and stuff like that. You have fixed and variable sections right here. When it comes to pitch shift, you can do shift or format, and stuff like that. So it's got a learning curve to it, I have to tell you. And I think that's why they probably hiked up the price on that. Okay. So let's get in the fun part. Just kind of like showing you guys that it does come with sample packs you can download and stuff like that, and install in your program. So some of the sample packs is not hip hop orientated to your liking. Most of this stuff is kind of like for electronic music. So if you're a hip hop producer, you probably ain't gonna find most of the stuff useful. But we'll load up some stuff in here just to show you guys what it do. So let me try to get something close as possible to the nature of this content on this channel right here. Let's go with one of these trap kits. Let's go with number 7. All right, we'll just load that bad boy in there, and you can see that it's mostly a drum beat. All right, and you can see the loops in here. Let's go to sequencer. All right, so these are basically 3 different loops that you see. Okay, one right here, one right here, and one right here. Okay, and you can see in the sequencer section, if I click here, I just took this right here and I'm activated this. So whatever is colored is in activation mode from what I done studied so far, or whatnot. Okay. And got any rearrangements? So let's say, for instance, I wanted to take number 5 and kind of switch up number 2. So what I'll do is just drag number 5 slot, and boom, it's right there. Okay, so now number 5 has overridden the number 2 slot. Okay, if I wanted to go back, you got some undo and redo buttons, so we could just redo that, and you notice that number 2 is back. If I wanted to take number 2 and put it in the number 5 slot, I could do so forth and so on. So basically, when you do this, you can override whatever you move the slot onto another slot. If you need to reset it, just go ahead and hit reset, and that's it. That's basically a built-in undo button right there. Reverse is basically going to be a reverse. You just click on it. It's going to reverse that one section right there. And density is going to be that little, you know what I'm saying, on one little situation. So to give you an example, this is probably a kick. Now you got 3 kicks. It says 3 on the density, 4 kicks, and so forth and so on. You get the drift. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Volume, of course, you know what that is, and pitch, you know what that is. So let's play around with it and hit play and see what we got. See how it changes? But there's no indication, because I got lost when I was first playing around with it. I was like, okay, so I'm hearing the difference, and then I had that's confusing, right? There should be some type of number indicator up here at the top or something like that around this red line, but it is what it is. And it makes the workflow a little bit longer too. Now, the other gripe that I have is, you see how you want to zoom out? You can't zoom out for what it is. And that may help, you know what I'm saying, on longer loops like this. So you can see it's looping 3, going in 5 and 7, loop back to 1. Okay, but you don't have no indicator letting you know that. But you can't zoom out to see, you know what I'm saying. Let's say, for instance, you want to see the whole 8, the 16, or the 32 length of the loop. You can't zoom back out, but you sure in the hell can zoom your ass in. So I don't like that. I think that's another thing they need to address in the future updates or whatnot. It just makes it difficult for us workflow, because you're constantly having to wait for the loop to come back around. I watched videos. There was no explanation on that. I think this was a rush job. I don't like companies that do rush jobs like that, and you mislead your customers. That's not good and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But let's go ahead and let's change up this. Let's say I want to play this one right here. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get that different feel, see how I'm changing it up? And you'll notice whatever I do here, let's say, now I want you guys to remember what I do here. I'm gonna put it down here. You'll notice that these two purple slots at the end, it's not gonna be different when it loops back around. It's gonna retain what you do in this 4x4 box. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, 4x16 box. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You should have flexibility every time it loops back around. That's a big drawback. You see what I'm saying? Look at this right here. I may like it on the second go around with the pink part right here. You see what I'm saying? But I gotta, you know what I'm saying? All good though, all good. So that's basically what that is. Rearrangement. I talked to you guys about that, moving things here, there, and here. Reverse. All right, so let's reverse this and this right here. Now you did a reverse, it'll sound good on the first half of the loop, but it's gonna carry over in the second half. So when you put in your loops in here, you really gotta think methodically, like, okay, what I'm gonna do, and it makes it real difficult, but you can kind of like, I think you could probably load this same loop into number 4 slot and do some trickery around that, but then they kind of limit you on your slot space. You see what I'm saying? So that's my biggest gripes I have about it, or whatnot. The real cool feature I like about it is the density section. I think it's real cool. I'm gonna use the purple for example. Let's say I want 2 kicks here and 2 kicks, 3 kicks, actually 4 kicks there. Watch this. Pretty cool, right? You know what I'm saying? I like that right there. You see what I'm saying? So I'll take that volume, I'm gonna bring it down right here. Yes, sir. So that's pretty cool, right? Now let's say you wanted to take a pitch down. You can do it about right here. We'll take this pitch and we'll pitch it up 4. And it's gonna retain it right there as well. I mean, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, it's all right, you know what I'm saying? Now, let's say I wanted to change some things up. All I got to do is just hit this red button. And it's, again, these little 3 dots is kind of going to represent, you're going to change up everything that's in these slots, okay? So we're just going to randomize it real quick. Boom, right there. Boom, right there. Boom, right there. And it's just going to change up certain things throughout here. I say you don't like that, you can just hit the button again until you can find something that kind of sticks with whatever you're looking for. Now let's say, for instance, that kick track is a little bit too powerful. Or if you want to take it out. Pretty cool, right? All right, cool. So that's basically it. That's all I kind of, you know what I'm saying, went in with or whatnot. With these variable time things, we got some time things you could change right here. So you can see we're running in, basically we're running below these loops tempo here. So let's bring our metronome up to 130. All right, now check this out. Now I'm gonna slow it down to halftime. Check this out. So whatever slot you have selected, I'm sorry, right here. Let's say I want to slow that down. So that slot right there, you got to have it. Whatever you affect with that time, it's got to be selected on the slots. Okay, it's not going to do it globally. All right. All right, so let's bring it up 2 times speed. All right, cool. So like with this one, all right, everything should be there or whatnot. So you can kind of mix and mangle your beats up or whatnot. Let's say, for instance, you can bring down that pitch. So instead of pitching it one by one, you can pitch the whole thing. Okay, that'll save you some time on the pitch right here. All right, so I think that's why they kind of did it that way, which is not bad at all. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and unsolo that and bring that back up to 0 right now. All right, cool. So that is the pitch, and also you can offset and also do a little trimming, or whatnot, and everything like that. This section I haven't really explored. I'm gonna be honest with you, or whatnot. This section right here, but I have explored this section right here. All right, cool deal. The other part I wanted to get in here before we actually have some fun is the keyboard section. Let me go ahead and erase this and erase this, and let me go and set everything to defaults. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and rearrange. Let's go ahead and reset that. Reverse is there. Density, bring that down. Volume, we good. Pitch is good. All right, so I'm gonna play this on the keyboard. So as I press on the keyboard here, this key section right here from C2 on to C3 will trigger. C2 is gonna trigger everything that you load up in here. All right, so let's we go to this slot right here. We're gonna go and choose. Let's choose something. Let's say, for instance, let's choose this one. We're gonna go ahead and choose that. Let's see here. Let's drag that on to number 2. Boom. Okay. And this is another thing you could drag and drop instead of, picking it out from the other section. You could drag whatever you're looking for into these 6 slots right here. And we're gonna choose another one. All right, we're gonna drag that one into 3. All right, cool. Now we just kind of just drag some shit. I don't even know what the hell we did. But on the keyboard mode right here, C2 to C3, you can play individual sample slots or all of them at the same time. So I'm gonna press on C2. I'm gonna play 1, 2, and 3 slots all together. Check this out. Oh, my keyboard just. Oh, there we go. All right. Hold on 1 second. Damn, my keyboard actually. Yeah, let me restart my keyboard here. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. We got anything? Oh, okay, we ain't getting. Okay, yeah, we are. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. All right, cool deal. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. See here. So we can kind of like, let's say for instance, we're gonna get all right, now check this out. Check this out. But it's playing, it's playing all 3 of these, but you have to kind of make it an instrument, if that makes any sense. So whatever you load, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 slots, you have to kind of use the sequence section right up here at the top left in order to create one loop. So this is where it kind of gets a little complex, but you have to kind of methodically think it out. I'm gonna press on 1. It's only gonna play slot 1. Okay, you can see this key right here. All right, play 2. right, now I'm gonna play 2 and 3. I'm gonna play 2 and 3. Press 2 and 3 right here. All right. All right, there we go. Let's do that one time. All right, now I'm gonna play all, and it's gonna play 1, 2, and 3 in unison. All right, cool deal. So that's the sequencer key section right there. Okay. The stem section right here, that's gonna play everything. Okay, so let's say you wanted to play 2 and 3 all together. I mean 1 and 2. So now you can play 2 and 3. Notice I'm playing 2 and 3. I'm gonna switch it back to 1 and 2. So you can kind of play the same melody and have 2 different drums and switch it. All right, we're gonna go back to the other drum, 1 and 2. Notice the colors. I'm gonna do it one more time. Now I'm gonna go back to 2 and 3. And everything is in live. It's basically playing off of my keys. Now I'm gonna hit play, and I'm gonna hit the metronome, and you notice it's not playing. If I switch it to play, check it out. But if I switch it to the keys, it's doing it live. So the sequence, you hear the metronome going. So now I'm gonna play everything together. Pretty cool, right? So there's a lot of possibilities, and that's the biggest pro that I have for it. It gives you a lot of flexibility if you want to play the stems, individually, for as the whole loop that you play, or the sequence that you actually play out. Now this sequence key mode is only going to play the sequence section. It doesn't affect what you do with the rearrange, reverse, density, volume, and pitch. Okay. All right. And let's let me see here. Yep. All right. So that's basically it. If you want to erase that, again, if you want to lock what you're doing in place, that way you don't make any mistakes as far as changing it, you got lock buttons, and of course you can erase everything out of those slots right there, man. So that is kind of like a very quick rundown. Again, I'm just learning to plug in. Okay, I'm just learning it, so don't hold me to it. You feel me? All right, don't hold me to it, man. But what we want to do is we're going to go into the hard drive vault, and we're going to go ahead and load up some stuff from some of these folders that I got. See what we can kind of come up with, and see what we can do. Get a little something jazzier than that. So basically what I'm doing is trying to find some samples to load in here, so we can actually, play around and learn this bad boy and show you the capabilities of it. Even though I have a lot of cons and they do need to change some things, it's still pretty creative. A creative tool that you can utilize. All right, let's go to this one right here, man. Yeah, let's go to this one right here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's do stems. Looking for something that had a little bit more stem. Let's load this one up right here. All right, and let's see here. And by the way, the tempo does a real good job adjusting. So if you load up a loop in here, and let's say this is at 70, we can put it down at 70, and so it does really, really good with elastic audio for us adjusting the audio. You can hear it adjusting. We at 151. So we jump from 70 to 151. And that's a long loop. But there's no way you can change it, if that makes any sense. So you can change it here, but this is the confusing thing about it. So you could change it here, but that's the slices. I found for me, what works for me is the 16 slices. But when you change these slices, let's say for instance we change this to 32. Basically, I got, I have to make these adjustments. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's doing a little bit too much with the slices. So I keep it. What works for me is the 16 mode on the slices or whatnot. But again, you know what I'm saying? I can't really see what's going on, and I haven't really found out or knew anyone that can tell me how to change that. So if you do know how to condense everything to see your whole loop, let me know. But they really need to do something about that. So turn that metronome off. It's right here. So we're gonna find another one. So let's just load this one in for shits and giggles. All right, now let's say for instance we wanted to bring that one and make that kind of like a, I don't know, a reverse. Let's do a reverse on that. And we just reverse all of this right here. Yeah, I like that. Reverse everything. All right, cool deal, man. I like that. That was pretty cool, right? All right, so let's see if we can find the drums. Get a little drum beat in here. I don't think we got one. Let's find that thing. Let's get a full drum groove here. Let's load that up on 3 and all right, you see this right here? I'm gonna go to density, and we're just gonna double that right there. We're gonna put 2 beats on that. You can kind of jazz up those loud drums a little bit. That's a good one. And you almost gotta mouth this shit out. All right, So what I'm gonna do now is rearrange. I want to take this 4 and put it right here. See how that one didn't have, watch this. See how that's not a strong kick drum? But I know number 4 is, so I just dragged number 4. Boom. I just took number 4 kick drum. It's almost like an automatic cut, and you just boom right there. So check this out. Reset it. It ain't there no more because we reset it. Take that right there. Remember we got the reverb, the density. Yeah, I like that. So what I'm doing, and I wish I could just take this camera and show you guys, but I'm basically using the keys to kind of like solo and mute out what I don't want. So let's say I'm gonna play that, take out the drums. That's pretty cool. And drums, bring them back. Cool deal. So that's the whole power of playing with the keyboard or whatnot. Now you can play these, you know what I'm saying, because of the sequencer. So now we in sequence mode. Okay, I hit sequence mode. We don't have anything drawn out. Therefore, the keyboard sequence mode, it's not doing anything, right? So if we want to play one, we have to do that. But you notice if we play anything else, you're not going to hear anything else because we got 1 activated. And then I could do 2 here. Now it's going to cut off 1 there. So, and we can do, let's say, bring this back here and the rest of it be drums. So check this out. Now I'm gonna let it loop. So let's take a pause break and let's talk about where we at right now with the plugin. So you know what I'm saying, what this plugin allows you to do is, you know what I'm saying, you could take one or more let's say piano parts that are the same or a different type of rendition or a different type of groove, load them all up into this one particular instrument, and you can kind of like play them and alternate different parts or whatnot. Again, my biggest gripe is that you don't know what the hell you're alternating, and everything you do in this window doesn't go on to the rest of the loop. So therefore, if you want to get something real complex and want to switch it up and surgically do this, it's not allowing you to, because whatever you got going on here, it's going to roll over to the next 4 bars and roll over to the next 4 bars. So I just wish they can fix that, but it's all good though, man. Whatnot. But yeah, so it's kind of like when we play this again. So that's pretty creative right there, whatnot. So I mean, that's just basically kind of like a rundown with it or whatever the case may be. Now let's do it with some drums. So let's go ahead and clear out what we got going on. Let's go ahead and reset this particular instrument. All right, cool deal. So I saw some hi-hats in here. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and switch that up real quick there. All right, cool deal. All right, so we got some open hi-hat loop right here, right? We're gonna throw that on number 2. And what I'm gonna do now is take an open hi-hat with a rim break. Let's see what this is. We're gonna put that on 3. And let's go with more of a 8th note hi-hat groove. We're gonna put that as our main groove. Now we're gonna do sequence mode. So we're gonna go in sequence mode. And when we hit this button, we ain't got nothing. We gotta create a groove. So we're gonna take this part. Let's take the main groove here. Let's take that. So what I'm gonna do now on this part, let's go ahead and hit that part up, and let's see, I want to get that one. I like what that one doing, and let's hit that, all of that right there, and then hit that right there, and hit that right there and right there. Ooh. All right, cool. So let's do this right here. Let's do this right here. I like the first one. I like the first 8 bars. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Loop it over again, and we're gonna build a beat off of that. All right, cool. We're gonna build a beat off of that, man. I don't know what I did and how I got here, but let's bring that back. Let's zoom that out. All right, cool. Right, and that's where we're coming from. And sequence mode right there. I'm gonna keep it right there. We at 141. All right, so let's just go ahead and record that in there. So I'm gonna basically show you, like, once you get like basically like a groove, what I got now. 3 separate drum loops, and y'all saw me drag and drop them in here. Find what you like, you know what I'm saying? Determine in your head, because they ain't got no indicator marks on here. Audiomodern. Hey, you need some indicator marks, that way we know what the hell going on. We ain't gotta use our head, but I know you want this to work like hardware. I get you. All right, but we're gonna play the first 8 bars, and you know what I'm saying, 8 or 4, however you do your time, or whatnot in your head. We're gonna go ahead and record this in there, and then we'll build a beat off of that. All right, cool deal, man. So let's go ahead and do our thing here. I'm gonna do it again for you guys so you can see on record. I'm now gonna switch it up. All right, here we go. Watch this. All right, cool deal. Let's play that back and see what we got, man. I ain't even had the metronome on, but let's go. All right, y'all want to see the proof? The proof right there. 1 note. Now we can get into fun stuff and kind of do some, you know, some filtering and stuff like that. You feel me? All right, here we go. All right, cool deal. So let's go ahead and just quantize that. Make sure we on time alignment right here. Go ahead and hit that up. Boom, there we go. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and have some fun and do some processing with that. Oh, we're gonna pull out a new EQ here. Not exactly sure if y'all been paying attention. New technology, new software coming out, you know what I'm saying, throughout that Black Friday, lead up event, you know what I'm saying? But this is one of the newbies that dropped underneath Plugin Alliance. It's kind of like a knockoff of the FabFilter Q3 EQ plugin. This is called the Kirchhoff EQ. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? I never liked, never ever liked you know what I'm saying, the Q3 from FabFilter. I just I couldn't get into it, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying, this one is pretty cool, man, and I'm gonna show you how it kind of works a little bit, or whatnot. All right, cool deal. So basically, it works like any other EQ that's kind of set up like this. I call it graphic EQs, or whatnot. You basically click in wherever you want, and let's say I want to do 3 points of EQing. Okay. Now the cool part about this that Q3 doesn't have is you could choose different types of modeled filters from, you know, saying different type of EQ curves. So for example, I'm gonna go to this one right here. All right, and what I can do here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 defaulted filter types. Pretty cool, right? 11 different defaulted filter types. But then if you want to go into more of a SSLE style filters, you got them right there. All of that. G-type, SSLG types, all of them right there. Neve, oh, you want a Neve? Okay, them right there. Oh, you want a EQ 250? I don't know which one that one is, to be honest with you. But you got 3 different one of those. Pull text style, you got all of them right there. Tone stack, boom, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got the bluey. Oh, you want that mag? Bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? And some miscellaneous curves right here as well, man. So you get a lot of filter types, man. Have fun, bro. In this case, we're gonna go to the a Neve style, just basically a high pass filter. And you know what I'm saying, what I'll do is switch between the different filters and kind of like switch them out of here so you can hear the filters do their little. Let's go to this one. The knee sound like it has some character to it. Yeah. All right. We can't increase the Q. It's just basically a standard. What the fuck? What the hell we got going on here? All right, cool. Let's do that again. Let's go to the this vintage, which is the Pultec style. All right, I need to see what the hell's going on with this loop, bro, because this shit, it ain't right. It ain't right. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get that down a little bit. I'm sitting up here playing with EQ curves. You feel me? All right, there we go. All right, let's get this set up, man. Let me go to the. I like how this is sounding. All right, for this one right here, let's change that to the Neve. A high shelf. Ooh, that sounds good. All right, we're gonna keep this one right here, and on this EQ curve, you can kind of switch these out in order for your methodical thinking there as far as workflow. I had this one because I tapped in here the last, so it's gonna go in order for as the tap points that you in. So if you need to set it up accordingly to look traditional, you can. So that middle green one right here is gonna go in the middle. Let's go with a G type in the middle. Let's go for more of a low mid filter. Boom, there we go. So hit play. cool. Now what we're gonna do is grab a UAD 1170 slick, 1170 slick. 1176. Let's go with a Rev 8, and we're gonna slap and slam the hell out of this drum right here. All right, cool. Let's roll with it. All right, cool. So basically, we got some EQ going on, and we got some compression going on. All right, cool deal. So we are in UVI workstation right here. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go ahead and keep it, you know what I'm saying, lo-fi-ish, and we're gonna pull up Beatbox Anthology. And let's go ahead and choose the kit here. We're gonna go up in here. If you don't know about this plugin right here, this is a Swiss Army knife. You get a whole bunch of old vintage drum machines. That's just the classics. That's the analogs. That's the digitals. That's the add-ons, and those are all different. Y'all see that? Different, and different. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you got custom machines in here, recreations. Whew, it's a lot. And it's very, very fun to come in here and just do some basic drum swapping and stuff like that. So in this case, man, we're just gonna let's go to some digital shit. So we can just find like a tone. More the digital drums now. That's some old boss machines right there. That's some boss Dr. Rhythms. Y'all know about that. I had me one of those. I like that right there. So what we're gonna do is kind of jazzing this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and add on to this beat right here with some hi-hats. All right, cool. So we're gonna go to the hi-hats here. Change that pan. Let's get that simple. All right, let's record that. Let's do that one more time. All right. I like that kick. Let's remove the reverb. And that clap. All right, let's speed that up a little bit. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get a little simple thing. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Go ahead and quantize that. All right, let's see if we can do the hi-hats here. Add a little bit more reverb. So on here you get two different type of delays and two different type of reverbs. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and dub over that. So kind of like you got like a lo-fi little situation going on. Let me see if it is gonna record. All right, here it comes, man. Let's see if it is. It's probably gonna do it on every fourth loop. I can dig it. All right, cool. So if you wanted to build off of that, you definitely can, or whatnot. Now, Loopmix, I find it kind of difficult to work with some melodies, or whatnot. So you kind of got the gist with me playing around with it, you know what I'm saying? But if you wanted just to build the beat off of here, you definitely can, or whatnot. It's definitely a nice little tool for you to build a beat off of and stuff like that. But we're gonna pull up another UVI workstation, and see what we can get our hands into. See, it's another pickup I did Black Friday. Mission 6, Andromeda remake, man. So at least I don't know, is it Elise's Andromeda? But it's the Andromeda A6, man. When I first got into beat making, and stuff like that, man, I had my eyes on the Andromeda, man. And let me tell you something, boy. I was like, man, I needed that full thing, and this is about the closest I'm gonna get to it. I didn't have the money to get it at the time, but man, the sounds in here is off the charts, man. For real, for real. So let's go ahead and see what we can find in here. Let's see where we at. So switch this up. Alright, we're gonna do Capture MIDI because I don't know what the hell I played. Let's bring that back another bar right there, and let's go ahead and quantize all of that. Let's throw it off a little bit at about 44%, and we're gonna right click and crop clip. There we go. Alrighty. And we're gonna do the same thing with the Loopmix. Let's bring that back a little bit here to about 32. There we go. Now, the UVI workstation is also a pretty cool tool. It has effects built into it, whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little EQ on these drums. I'm gonna go into the advanced effects section here. Get this maximized up a little bit. Let's add a little drive saturation. Yeah, oh. Oh yeah, it's knocking. Now what I'm gonna do is get the knock from Decap. Hey man, he got a clipper, by the way, y'all. Fire. But we're gonna get the knock plug in, and what we're gonna do is utilize the we don't need to add saturation. Let's add a little bit of transient punch in here. Now you hear that low end. I want to bring some of that low end out on that drum. So right here my peak is around about 55. So I'm gonna take this sub enhance or the sub feature here, and I'm gonna bring out that sub frequency and that kick. sleeping on this plugin for a very long time, and then I just like, you know what? And I discovered it works really good on vintage drums. Now you hear that the high end really doesn't have that top end that you need. Cool, not a problem. You got a built-in all-in-one type plugin. And you know, you kind of want to clip it out, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, clip it out. And we're just gonna put the high quality on here. Alright, cool. So that does it with the drums. Now you got your banging drums. Let's say you just wanted something real simple. All you need to do is just add you can add a bass in here. Let's go ahead and add a little bass in here. And you can just really come up with something funky, man. Loopmix is a beast, bro. Like, I really like it. They just need to change a couple of things, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's go with a finger bass. Alright, cool. I like that. What we're gonna do is lay off on the amp modeling. I don't want it. I'm gonna use my own amp modeling. And what we're gonna do is pull out this shit. I don't know what I just did. I hope I ain't messed up. Yeah, cool. Let's do this real quick. There we go. I'm gonna pull out the SVT suite. You can hear my sound card. It's struggling over here. You know what I'm saying? Please forgive me. We don't want the Pro. Let's go with some. Ooh, I like that. Make my eardrums tickle. Let's go to the back. Let's go here. we got something. Let's bring that got a little bit of headroom there. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna keep it all the way funky, vintage vibey. We're gonna go ahead and add the vision strip from UAD on here. All right. Switch back to line. Like it's all over the place. Let's go ahead and compress it real quick. There we go. There we go. There we go. Bring that down a little bit right there. Alright, cool. Let me move this drum pad out the way. We record that one bass line and we'll be done for tonight, man. Yes, sir. Let me get situated. Let me bring the keyboard on up. Alright, we'll go ahead and just do two different types of bass lines for this particular track, and I'll just add all that other extra stuff in there later on. Here we go. Let's go. second part one more time. So basically that's kind of like how Loopmix goes. We just add a little accompanying on that, and let me go ahead and quantize this a little bit. Whoa. Let's quantize that about 80%. And adjust that clip there. And let's go to the other one. This one right here. And let's quantize that about 80% as well. Alrighty, there we go. And let's check what we got so far. I would like to add something else in there, but I'm streaming, it's gonna go haywire, so alright, we're gonna switch it over to the next one. So what I'm gonna do is take these out on the second one and just extend them just to kind of give it difference. Change that color. So we need a little bit of that top end on here. Let's edit that a little bit. That's jamming right there. All right, and one more little toy I want to play with, man. Y'all already probably heard from the SSL. I mean, not SSL, doggone. Slate Digital, man. Just released the FGX2. It's been a long time. We've been stuck on FGX1. It was real cool when it first came out, man, but they just needed to make some changes, and so they finally made some changes. It's got to grow on me. I was expecting a little bit more pizzazz out of it, for as the quality, the sound quality, and everything. But you know what I'm saying, it's doable. You know what I'm saying, it's doable, whatnot. But if you haven't heard it, it really works wonders on the master bus and any other type of mix bus that you're utilizing. It's basically like it was from its predecessor, but little simpler form, and whatnot. Definitely rescalable GUI, as always. The 50s 4K and 2K screens and whatnot. In this case right here, what we're going to do is basically we got the compressor side and everything like that. I'm not gonna go too much into what this plugin does, because this was just a drop, I think, last Friday, so I'm still trying to catch up from the holidays. But I worked around with it, I mixed the beat on it last night. Came out really, really good. So I mean, when you talk about clear, transparent, it does the job, or whatnot. But I really don't know the saying the ins and outs of it. So check out 2 Pro Beats, his YouTube page. He can definitely help you out on that, and also going on Slate's YouTube page as well. But what I like to do on most of this type of plugins when it comes to mastering processors, or make it sound good on the two bus, is all the way slow attack and all the way fast attack. I'm watching this game right here, very close one. I don't really too much care for India and Steelers. They ain't really been looking too good. But we're gonna set our threshold at 0 and our ratio at 2. Okay, I like to start at a ratio around 2. And in this case, I'm gonna leave the side chain and the gain reduction width at default, or whatnot. And right here, we're just gonna turn out the FG level so far. All right, we're gonna play what we got, get this compressor working, and we're gonna adjust the input and see where we at. All right. Now, as you can see, you got LUFS, you got your LUFS meter, and your dynamic range right down here. Bring that down a little bit. All right, so what we're gonna do now is start compressing. Here we go. I hit a glue right here. I hit a glue right there. Let me see if I can push it a little bit more. Right there. Yeah, I don't want to go past that right there. Now let me loosen up that release a little bit. You hear that snare transient start to break out. And I really don't have any gain reduction, so there we go. One more dB up on the threshold, and that was good right there. Now this is a control I want to talk about. It's called gain reduction width. I never seen this on a plugin before, but it's different. It says it adjusts the compressor balance from mid to side. So what I'm thinking is, while it's compressing, you can while it's doing this compression, you can widen up the side information, and it actually does pretty good. Check this out. I'm gonna put it back on 0 at its default position. I'm gonna let you listen for a good loop. All right, now I'm gonna start widening it. It does something real subtle on the side information. And of course, we're gonna use our dynamic side chain filters. 142. All right, cool. So we got that taken care of right there. Now what we're gonna do is turn on the FG level, and this is basically kind of like the maximizer section of the plugin. Real simple. Now, this plugin does come with an easy mode, so this is easy mode. You ain't got to do all that crap. You just turn ratios, attack and release, threshold, ceiling, gain, low and punch, and detail. But if you're a little advanced and you want to fine tune everything, you can fine tune your low punch, your detail. It's kind of like how much transients you're gonna put in the boost on the low end, and how many transients you're going to put in the boost on the high end right here. This is where you start pushing gain in the limiter, and you can add some makeup transients in there, add saturation drive, and balance it out, you know what I'm saying, for as how much lows and highs going to have priority in the maximizing phase. And then you can set your ceiling, and then you have different modes. Now the modes going to give you different flavors. Clear is going to be basically clear, but tight is going to tighten it up a little bit. Punch, definitely going to hear punch, and loud is probably going to kind of drive it a little bit more and make it sound a little bit squash or whatnot. But I'm not going to do any talking. I'm just going to work on the level side and just get the sound where I want it to be at. All right. And I'm not even worried about what the LUF's saying, because it's going to take a lot to push that at over -10, even at -9. Okay, so I'm not even worried about the LUFs. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is adjust my ceiling first to -0.1. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do driving into the limiter. Now, as I'm driving this, like, let me give you a disclaimer. As I'm driving this, I'm gonna pay attention to my gain reduction. Okay, this gain reduction is for the compressor. This gain reduction is for the limiter. Don't get it confused. Don't get the red gain reduction on the FGX in this little meter confused with this gain reduction over here on the compressor. Two different gain reduction. This gain reduction is dealing with your limiter or the clipper or the maximizer, whatever you want to call it. All right, here we go. Alright, now I'll mess with the mode. You hear that? That's real punchy. Tight and compact, but getting still transparent. Now we can put it on True Peak Liveaxtion. Now you can hear different things if you want. So if you just want to solo the mid-side information, you can. So that's the mid-side information. So that's everything right here. Everything right here. I'm gonna go ahead and solo the solo information. So now we're gonna flip it. I'm gonna come out to just the solo. Everything a stream left and a stream right. That's the side information. If you want to just listen to the left or the right. So that's the right information. And that's the left information. And switch it. That is it, my friends. That is it for tonight, man. So that is the featured plugin tonight. I know we just covered a whole bunch of different things and whatnot, man. Make sure you go ahead and sign up for that all access pass from Slate Digital, man. Really doing the thing, man. They had another one. You can kind of see this one. It's kind of like it's not really top heavy. We kind of got it's so one dimensional top heavy. So there's another one that just came out, and I thought it was a pretty good addition. And it's in the virtual mix rack or whatnot. And let's put this on the master bus. Let's put this before the FGX, if it ever load up. There we go. All right, there we go. Get it out of there. 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 If you go down, there's a new module they added to the virtual mix, and it's this exciter. Pretty cool. One knob, one of these gooder sounder type of situations for the top end. But we're gonna put this in front of the FGX2, and now it's in front of the FGX2. So watch how it's gonna alter the sound a little bit. I'm gonna pull up the FGX2, and I'm gonna come back off of that detail. Push this intensity a little bit. Don't be scared of it now. Cool. So we got a little something going on, and we definitely maxing out the computer. Man, I really want to kind of like throw a little guitar in there, but I don't know. Let me see here. Oh yeah, that computer saying it's time to go. Let's see if we can load up one more instrument. Come on, work with me. Let's see if I can kill any other processes in the background. Alright, let me see what we can get out of here. Slide it up. with you. All right, cool deal, man. So, yes, sir. That is it. Appreciate you for tuning in tonight and stuff like that. What we did was check out Loopmix. You know what I'm saying? It's a new plugin that basically came out 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, something like that. When all the Black Friday sales start going and popping and stuff like that. You can probably still get it tonight if you're watching live right now, or you watch the playback before midnight, or they probably have a Cyber Money extended sale. But you could definitely go check out Audiomodern Loopmix. This plugin is really, really cool. It's one of those, you know, drag and drop loops and mangle it and dangle it up and, you know what I'm saying, manipulate it by way of sequence and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a loop instrument with sequence time-based effects, if that makes any sense. Real kind of confusing to explain it, but it's cool. It has some drawbacks to it, of course, you know what I'm saying, not knowing where you're at with the loops that you load in there, but it also is a very effective tool because it gives you so many creative possibilities to take 2 or more loops and you know what I'm saying, kind of mix and mangle them and move them around like blocks, you know what I'm saying, almost like a Rubik's Cube that's flat. Stuff like that. But it's a pretty good instrument, and you know what I'm saying, we basically have like a lo-fi drum entanglement going on here. Whatnot, man. But you know what I'm saying, definitely check it out at your risk. I think they have a demo. If they do have a demo, definitely download the demo before you actually commit to purchasing it or whatnot, and make sure it is good for your products. Your production or whatnot, man. Hey, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time and stuff like that, but I appreciate you for tuning in, watching this video live stream right here on Loopmix and how you kind of work it, and you know what I'm saying, make something like I made here tonight and stuff like that. Again, I want to say thank you to all my people that's out there looking, listening, viewing, watching the playback, subscribing, commenting. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. For real, big salutes to you at that as well, man. If you would be kind enough, man, go ahead and shoot me a subscribe right here on this channel, man. You know what I'm saying, and also like a couple of videos here and there and here and whatnot. I'm gonna start doing my uploads this week. We still trying to finish off this multi-part series called My Favorite Multi Effects for 2022. I got some other videos in the oven or whatnot. It's kind of like with all these plugins that came out, it kind of superseded those, so we're gonna just do some fresh videos or whatnot. Y'all stay tuned for 2023, man. I'm gonna step my game up, man, and really start offering services for you guys that want to learn music production and stuff like that, man. So I will keep you filled, but if you want to know what's going on, I will be. YouTube is gonna be my main social media platform for 2023. So you need to subscribe. Go ahead, subscribe. Pay attention to my community posts that I post up and everything like that. I'm gonna make YouTube my main platform going forward in next year. YouTube is on the verge to be something really, really big, and a lot of people don't understand it or whatnot, but don't be the ones that be like, damn, I should have. Yeah, YouTube it's up there. It's up there or whatnot, man. I feel like Instagram is the algorithm is just a little bit too out of reach for its engagement and stuff like that. At some point, you know, it's doing a lot just to keep your engagement going and stuff like that. So whatever I put on Instagram, I put on Instagram. So TikTok and YouTube is going to be my main platform. So you can follow me on TikTok. I think it's on the banner, and if it's not, let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys right quick, man. Just make sure you go ahead and follow me right there on TikTok, man, right there above me. There you go, right there. You know what I'm saying? That's Super Mario JCS and stuff like that on TikTok. Most of my short format videos will be there, and I'll try to migrate them over to YouTube Shorts, and then from there, if I feel like it, I'll put it on this Instagram and stuff like that. But make sure you go ahead and subscribe here. Also follow me on TikTok and stay up to date and stuff like that, man. And you know, things are gonna go really good in 2023 and stuff like that, man. So hey, man, you have a good night and stuff like that, man. If you got some Black Friday, Cyber Monday goodies and tools and toys to play with as far as your music production, man. I hope you have fun doing that. I will be doing the same, trying to get my head wrapped back into it before the next holiday come around, and everything like that, man. And until next time, man, you have been in the yo with your boy, man, Super Mario, man. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, and then, like I always say, man, stay creative out there, man. Keep your head on the swivel, be safe, and as always, man, keep it player.